Today, Haley and I are sharing our 7 favorite shirt dress sewing patterns. And we actually have 15 favorite shirt dress sewing patterns all together, and we'll link to all 15 down below if you want to see all of them. But today we're talking about our top 7.
I'm going to kick us off with our latest Seamwork pattern, which is the Chantelle dress. I am obsessed with this new pattern. Chantelle is a mini length shirt dress with a notch collar and a really body skimming fit. I think that my favorite thing about this pattern is the princess seam and that body skimming fit. It's just so flattering and so cute. Would be great for summertime, a little warmer weather. Also really cute with tights and boots in the fall. Overall, just I think it's gonna be a hit. I would definitely make this dress out of a more ditzy floral. I think it would really, give it that little 90s inspired look. A cotton ditzy floral would be really cute in this particular pattern.
The next one we wanted to mention is the Seamwork Killian pattern. And Killian is just a beautiful classic silhouette. My favorite thing about it is just the simplicity of it and that it has these nice big patch pockets, which I absolutely love. It's actually kind of similar to the vintage dress that I'm wearing right now in some ways, and those big pockets are just so practical and so lovely. It's a really just a sweet casual style, and I think it looks really good in prints. So that's what I would use if I were going to be making Killian today. I'd probably go with like a soft check or a gingham, something like that. For warmer months would be nice, and then for cooler months I think a darker check would be really, really pretty, and I think it would look so great with tights and boots and a little cardigan over the top. It would just make just a wonderful fall outfit.
Next up, we have the Hughes dress from Friday Pattern Company. And what I love about this particular dress is it has a scoop neckline, so it omits the collar, and it has that midi length. And I think that that makes it just feel really breezy and not stuffy. This combination of neckline and silhouette, I just think is a total hit. If I were to make this pattern, I would make it in something equally as breezy as the design itself, so something like a rayon challis or a rayon twill, if you wanted a little bit more body, would be a really lovely pick.
Next up, we have the Lenox from Cashmerette. And what I like about this one is that it has that silhouette of a fitted bodice with a fuller skirt, but it has princess seams in the bodice, which I think is a little bit more unusual. I think with that style, you often see darts, but this one has princess seams, which makes it really easy to tailor and get a really nice fit for your shape on. So I really like that, and I also like that it has a little waistband, which gives just a little bit more shaping around the waist, which is great for curvier figures. It really looks great on everybody, but I think it's just such a pretty classic style. For this one, I think the fabric I would choose would just be a very classic shirting, maybe either in just a crisp white or maybe a menswear inspired stripe in either like a blue or a pink, something light in color. I think would look really amazing and work year round for a dress like this.
Next up, we have the Calvari pattern from Pauline Alice. And what I love about this really relaxed midi length dress is it has some really cool shaped patch pockets. And I think that's just a really great detail and kind of emphasizes that like cool, relaxed, slightly undone look of this particular dress. And if I were to make this dress, I would just have to go with something like a linen. I think linen on a boxier midi length dress like that is just so chic. You could go with any color under the rainbow, but white would be really great, and just like classic breezy vibes.
All right, next up we have the Rosa dress from Tilly and the Buttons, and this one is a little bit different from some of the others, which is what I really like about it. So this one's available as either a shirt or as a shirt dress. It does not have the waist seam, so it just is one long silhouette, which I think is a little bit different from some of the other shirt dresses that we talked about earlier, but still has that very fitted silhouette. And it also has kind of a little bit of a Western look to it, I think, because it has the yoke in front, and then the yoke comes to a point in the back, which is a very kind of Western detail. And I love all things Western, so especially when you have kind of like a modernized Western look, I think it's really, really cool, really easy to wear, and really just awesome for year-round wear. So for this one, I definitely go with a denim or a chambray for myself, just to go with the Western vibes. Although I think it would also look good in a plaid, sort of like a plaid Western shirt. I think that would be really, really interesting. But I also think a colored denim or maybe a white denim or a natural denim would be really cool for this type of garment. I think it would just look really chic and classic and kind of elevate that Western style a little bit.
Ooh, white with some contrast top stitching.
Yeah, that would
Really
be really
cute.
Really neat.
And then lastly, we have the Reeta dress from Named Patterns. I think that my favorite detail of this particular dress is the drawstring waist, which is really different than anything else we have on the list. I love that this gives it a little bit of shaping while still keeping things kind of cool and casual looking. The way that I would sew this up is I think it would be really cool in like a Madras cotton or other cottons in kind of a similar weight. When you have something with a drawstring and you have that kind of blouson style bodice, I think something that has a little bit of body really emphasizes that. So a cotton is definitely going to do the trick for that.
So one question we had when we were putting together this list is what makes a shirt dress technically a shirt dress? Is it that it has buttons? Is it that it has a collar? Or does it have to have a waist seam? Let us know in the comments below what you think are the qualities that make a shirt dress a shirt dress. And if you want to see even more of our recommendations, we mentioned 7 of them in today's video, but we actually have 15 recommendations for you. So we have an article with all 15 with links to all the patterns. So we'll put that in the description down below for you to check out. And that's it for us this week. We'll see you next week.